Howdy guys, and thanks for joining me. So I've had this little camera since I think like February or March. It's been a couple of months. I've been using it on and off, shooting in the city with it, hanging out with friends and family, and it's actually kind of exceeded my expectations. And the thing you might notice about it is it has this selfie screen right here, which is very unique. So in this video, I'm going to show a bunch of pictures that I took with it, along with my impressions and, if I think it's even a good camera. So let's get into it. So same way I start out every digicam review, I'm talking about the size. As you can see, it's pretty tiny. It's a little bit thicker than a phone, obviously, but this fits easily in your pocket. That's my favorite thing about these little digicams, guys. I just like, I've got a big professional camera that I'm shooting this on. It's got a nice lens on it. It's expensive, shoots 4K resolution, everything like that. But nothing quite compares to just slipping this thing in your pocket and being like, "Ooh, that's cool." Take the picture, put it back in the pocket. Like, yeah, I understand a phone can do the same exact thing, but there's just something about the tactility of actually pushing the buttons. And I don't know, in an age where smartphones control our entire life, it feels really good to just use one of these little dedicated cameras and to use this as like your actual picture taking machine. Now, from a build quality perspective, I mean, it feels decent. It's a little heavy duty, but it doesn't feel quite as good as like a Canon Power Shot, for example, or like, let's just say the Sony DSC W830. But it definitely feels better than some cheap Vivitar or like Kodak piece of junk. Now, the biggest issue on mine, and this is apparently not typical, I think I just got unlucky. I got this secondhand from, I think, Facebook Marketplace or something. It's in pretty good shape, but when you zoom in completely, unfortunately, you probably can't see this on the screen here. Maybe you can, but you can see on the top left of the frame, I have some dust specks. Now, I've tried everything to try and clean this. I've tried blasting it with dust. I've kind of taken it apart a little bit. I just can't do anything about it, but from my understanding, that's not a common issue. I think I just got unlucky. And then finally, aesthetically, dude, I don't know, it's a digicam. It's cute. We like digicams. Not much more to say about that. Now that being said, having the screen here on the front, it kind of kills the vibe a little bit. It looks super goofy, but I don't know, man. It's strange. I kind of like it. It's kind of charming, but it is kind of ugly. Now, from an actual day-to-day usability standpoint, I mean, it's a digicam. It's a little, a little laggy and whatnot, but it came out, I believe, in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a little bit more modern than a lot of digicams, and it feels a little bit snappier. You can see when I take a picture of myself here, it's pretty quick. Like, it doesn't take a super long time. It's not super laggy. I mean, zooming is pretty responsive. Excuse the extreme close-up, that's kind of disturbing. But zooming feels good. The buttons are, not super nice, but they're clicky enough. Like most digicams, the menu system is a little bit clunky and laggy. I mean, it does the job, but it's definitely not delicate. That being said, when I'm out and about shooting, I never found myself needing to really access the menu settings that often. I mean, there's some manual controls in there. There's like timer modes and that sort of thing, light balance. But a lot of the stuff, I mean, if you're shooting with a digicam, you don't really need to mess with it too much. So I don't have too much beef with the menus. Now, something I did notice when I was out shooting is that the screen itself is actually pretty bright. Bit of an issue with these older digicams is that like screens usually kind of suck, so in bright daylight you can't see much. This is pretty bright. That being said, the LCD on the front here, it might be kind of hard to see in the video, but the actual viewing angle of it is very, very bad. So when it's at an angle, it pretty much goes completely black. And then when you're out shooting in bright daylight, you cannot see the selfie screen whatsoever. Now that being said, man, people just they love the selfie screen. When I've taken this out, like I said, I've shot a bunch with friends and family with this thing, and everyone geeks out when they see the selfie screen, and it just gets amazing, like candid, happy portraits. It's great. I do really like it. It's a cute gimmick that I very much so enjoy. Now, as far as autofocus goes, it's fine, I guess. I mean, you can see if I don't block the screen, you can see it's pretty quick, pretty accurate. There's no like tracking, like live tracking or anything like that, obviously, but it definitely does the job. I found in daylight it usually didn't miss focus. It was, maybe 90-95% success rate. In darker conditions, like shooting inside and whatnot, it's definitely a little bit more finicky. You need to use flash inside. You get that amazing digicam flash aesthetic that we love so much. Now, as far as image quality goes, I'm gonna say, I mean, usually in my videos, I say digicams are on par with the mid-range phone, like my S23. I would say my phone definitely takes better pictures, especially in low light conditions. But that being said, like this has a bit of the digicam aesthetic. I put some pictures up on the screen here, but it just kind of has that like sort of shitty lighting, soft aesthetic going on that we like so much about these. So it's not bad, but, you know, if you're buying this camera to actually take good pictures, I would not expect it to do much. If you're trying to buy a digicam that can shoot decent pictures, hang on until later in the video, and I recommend some, frankly, better options than this. But yeah, pictures look okay. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my thoughts on this camera. It's definitely a gimmick with the selfie screen right here, and I I like it. Like I said, it gets people in a good mood. They like it. They think it's cute, and you get good pictures from, you know, people's positive reactions. But I just this camera is like 150 to $200 on eBay, which makes me hesitant to recommend it because I don't think you're getting good value out of it. If you're looking for that selfie screen, buy this. But if you're looking for just a better digicam in general, I've reviewed two other amazing cameras, and those two cameras would be the Sony DSC W830. Sony's model numbers are insane. That camera is awesome. It's about the same price as this, but it's just pretty much superior in every way. And then my second alternative would be the Canon PowerShot 160. Everybody knows the Canon digicams are amazing. I can definitely vouch for that. I really like using them. If you're interested in checking those out, I'll link the videos probably up here, over there, I don't know, somewhere on the screen here. So definitely go check those out. And like I said, guys, this is not a bad camera. If you want the selfie screen, I would definitely pick it up. But if you want just a good digicam in general, check out the two alternatives that I've listed. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you next time.